Today we have a reading for you about somebody who finds you very attractive. And this is somebody who feels like they need to keep their composure or find the right moment. So this could be a coworker, or this could be someone in your group of friends who realizes that once they admit they're crushed on you, things could get a little interesting. There might be some people who feel some type of way about it. I'm trying to find something, this will work, to cover up the bum in this picture. So here's the surprise card. We got somebody laying naked out of bed. And then we have composure. So they want to find the right moment, but they know once they confess their emotions for you, you're gonna be a little bit like taken aback. So this should be fun. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box along with more information on how to become a member. We will have our members only live stream tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central. That would be for those that are in the stars or the towers, the top 2 tiers. And in that description box, you can also find how to acquire one of my homemade soy candles if you're interested. Let's see what else we've got. Kind of a romantic vibe. What should we go with? We're gonna go with the Morgan Greer. Good morning, Shayla. How are you doing today? What else do we have? Ooh, okay. We have the Devil and the 9 of Cups. This person might be just a little obsessed with you. Just a fair warning. Hello, Napping. How are you doing? Oh, I hope it gets better with every minute. Hello, Hannah Bacon. Oh, that's okay, William. I'll be around for a while. So we've got somebody who thinks about you quite often. Somebody who, like, admires you to the point where I think somebody else may have already picked up on that energy or that tension, right? Hello, Gab. How are you doing today? Thank you for the tip. General plus T with L. And me. I've added that for you. Good morning, Hannah No Bacon. What else do we have? We have the 5 of Cups in the reverse and the Hierophant. So this is someone who feels like there's rules they have to follow. For some of you, this is a time clock. Like, I can't hit on you because I know you just got out of a relationship and you probably need a little bit of time to yourself. For others, this is like, well, I'm going to switch to a different company or a different department, and then it would be much more allowable for me to pursue something with you. They are indeed. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. In this case, it's actually the Knight of Rods in the reverse. Just thought I'd clarify that. So there is an opportunity, a window of opportunity. And it's like the timing is super important. This person knows it. It has to be like right after I put in my 2 weeks notice, but before I leave. Or it has to be after my friend leaves town because then I know that the two of you aren't a thing. Maybe you need some time to recuperate after a breakup. But right now, they're just kind of trying to be patient, and it's not easy for them. Hello, Third Eye. Hello, Kikincholer. How we doing? Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. See, I feel like this Knight of Pentacles is someone who's already observed this person looking at you longingly. You know, sometimes people find it difficult to keep that crush secret. They have the little smirk on their face, or they talk about you with, like, you know, this twinkle in their eye. Hello, Minotaur. Hello, John. Hello, Joseph. I am well. How are you? So trying to focus on the task at hand, especially if you're coworkers, they're trying to keep their head down. But maybe for others of you, if this is not a coworker, it's more so, I know that there's more that needs to happen. I know that I need to be patient. And once we get to such and such a time, then I feel like I can finally communicate that I have a big old crush on you. So not to be a stickler, but I'm gonna just let you all know, I believe Hannah No Bacon spells it with just the one H at the beginning. I only say that because of, you know, people calling me Cameron when I was younger, but correct me if I'm wrong, Hannah No Bacon. What else do we have? Knight of Cups in the reverse and the Sun in the reverse. Not confessing their feelings for you and having to hold back, it's causing them a little bit of stress. They just want to be able to, like, be with you. They want to at least, like, shoot their shot. But they feel like they have to keep this secret. And this Knight of Pentacles who has figured it out, I don't know, they might be the gossiping type. They just might. This is the Graffiti Tarot. Hello, Steven. How are you doing? Seven of Swords in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So you actually might have two people that have a bit of a crush on you. Because I feel like this Knight of Pentacles is toying with the idea of talking about this secret admirer of yours, in part because this Knight of Pentacles is in a relationship. They have a crush on you as well, but they kind of want to, like, watch somebody else squirm with that information, right? No worries, Hannah. You have 6 cats? Do you need help with that? What else? 5 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. So we're gonna call the person who has a bit of an obsession with you but wants to wait for the right time the Hierophant, because they are very aware that there is a time and a place and it isn't here yet. Hello, is it Dips? How are we doing, story time? I think I've got that right. But let me know if you've got a question or if you just want me to pull some random cards for you. Cat Ranch. Oh, but if he still likes you, then that's still 7. This is like the best laid plans can still have issues, right? So we have somebody who is basically realizing they might be able to keep things hush hush as far as avoiding actually speaking about it. But when it comes down to the timing working out, this could all be ruined if someone, this Knight of Pentacles, decides to blurt it out anyways. Like, oh my gosh, have you noticed? Pat has a big old crush on you. Hello, Redbeard. How are you doing? Eight of Cups in the reverse and the Eight of Pentacles. More and more, this is looking like we either have somebody who's a coworker or we have somebody who knows you got stuff going on, because the Eight of Pentacles keeps coming out, which is closely associated with work. So if you have to get things done at work, or if they have, you know, some promotion coming up where then they would be able to kind of like justify reaching out to you. They know there's something else here that needs to happen, and when it does, then they feel like they can actually pursue you. Joseph, I don't really do sign-based readings, but I do personal questions at the end of the general reading. So you can put your request in a super chat if you want, and then I would add you to the list. What is Dips up to? I got you. Hello, Louise. How are you doing? King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I know that somebody has a crush on you. I know that somebody is very attracted to you. And I'm gonna like tell people what's up. They're waiting for the right moment, but who cares? I want to tell everybody the gossip. I want to break the story. I want to be the first one to talk about it. That'll happen, napping. Hello, Will. How are you doing? Ooh, that could very well be it, Minotaur. Hello, Mac. How are you doing today? Wow. So remember, part of the issue here is our Knight of Pentacles has a little bit of a thing for you as well, even though they're in a relationship. They feel like they're in a relationship that is a little bit frustrating or disappointing. And they're about to cause some drama. They're about to like break this whole thing open. Oh no. They could just let it be. They could just chuckle to themselves. But I think it's in part because they're not happy with their relationship that they kind of want to stir the pot a little bit. Hello, Jason. Hello, Mosey. I'm glad to hear that, Will. I hope things get better for you, Mosey. Hello. What should I call you? Angelo? Yeah, they're gonna cause some drama. I know your secret, I'm gonna tell it. Like, not super mature. And maybe somebody who just like needs a hobby, right? I got you, Apes Angel. Sorry for saying the wrong one. I hope that changes for you, Mosey. Sometimes all you need is a project. Ten of Swords in the reverse. The Empress in the reverse. I don't like this energy. So this Knight of Pentacles, this person who also has a bit of a crush but can't do anything about it because of their own relationship, they don't feel loved. It's like If I'm in a frustrating relationship, I want other people to be frustrated by love as well. That's a little disappointing. Oh, you're welcome. I try to keep like a little Excel spreadsheet in my head. So we have the Fool. This is someone who's a bit of a jokester. Someone who likes to watch drama unfold and maybe even be the instigator of it. It's like they feel like they should have a reality television show. All right, so tell me more. What's gonna happen? Eight of Cups. Two of Pentacles. I love this. This Two of Pentacles chick, she's balancing oranges, but she's also got a broom and a bunch of paint. The paint is spilling. Oh my lord. And then I think there's also like a bag of fruit back there. Crazy. This is somebody who is looking to basically get some sort of like social credit because they're in the know. I know what's going on. I know what this person's doing. As soon as they walk away, I'm going to tell everybody what I know, and then I get like some sort of entertainment from it. Thanks for helping answer that question. Yes, 8th Angel, you can put your question in a super chat. I also do private personal readings, meaning not on the live stream. And you can email me about those. Those are ad-free and they start at $40 USD. Hello, Carlos. How are you doing today? 5 of Cups and the 6 of Wands in the reverse. This really bothers me when somebody could end up being really happy in a relationship, but another person decides to cause chaos or drama or create a wedge in between them and basically like takes away that opportunity for happiness and romance. 5 of Cups literally has spilt milk, right? The cat's all about it. But spilled milk is usually a way we talk about like things that you can't really do anything about, right? Story time or dips, we're at 18 minutes in, so it'll probably be about 20 minutes. That's funny, Art. Hello, 8-Bit. How are we doing today? So we have the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. I know your secret. I'm gonna tell everyone. That's real immature. But this all boils down to our Knight of Pentacles is frustrated in their own relationship, so that's why they want to cause problems for other people. All right, let's get a few from the Marigold Tarot. I do be like that sometimes, 8-Bit. I got up and I was like, okay, do I go to the gym? Do I do a reading? And we're here, so I guess you know what I chose. Ventura, how are we doing? I swear one of you flipped over. There we go. Ooh, it's like my favorite one. This is the Strength card. And I used to, ooh, can I still do it? Maybe. I used to imitate it. It gets glitter all over though because we got a glitter skull here. But see, we could just, this is somebody who needs to talk to themselves. Hey, what is it that makes me want to ruin somebody else's love? Why am I a jerk? Why would I want to do that? And I'm not sure that they're going to actually have that little chat with themselves. It kind of feels to me like this is somebody who is a bit destructive, but they have this opportunity to recognize, maybe I need to just like chill. Maybe I need to let things happen in due course and not try to like get involved in it, right? Hello, Gracie. How we doing today? Oh, you're welcome. Any good news? I'm adding that for you. Thank you, Gracie. Two of Wands. And the Chariot. Maybe they walk up behind the admirer, the Hierophant, and see that they've bought tickets to a show. Maybe they see them, you know, doodling on a paper, a little heart, your initial, their initial. But the Two of Wands is about planning. I know you're planning something, and I've seen the way that you look at so-and-so. Hello, Sapphire. How we doing today? What to do? What is best strategy for a house I want to own? I've added that for you. Thank you. Is anyone else experiencing issues with the live stream? Right, or it could just be that you need to restart. Four of Swords in the reverse. The Emperor. When people do not have control over their own life, or when they feel stuck, sometimes the only way they can feel better about themselves, or so they think, is to try to exert control over someone else. I don't know that I'll be able to say it verbatim, but there is a Bible verse that suits that pretty well as far as, you know, before you talk about that speck in someone else's eye, remove the plank from your own, right? This person who wants to cause trouble, they feel like some type of way, like, look what I did, look what I caused. Everybody's gossiping now. This is hilarious. But it's because they want to be distracted from the fact that their own home situation or their own relationship is in shambles. Like, go clean up your own mess. Don't be worried about somebody else's situation. Hello, how's it going, April? Hello, Hayden. Thanks for letting me know, everyone. Yes, exactly. So I do feel like there's this moment where they have a choice. Are you really gonna want to like do this thing and cause some issues for other people? Or is it best for you to like reconsider your own situation and put your effort and time into fixing that, since that's what's prompting you to want to cause drama for other people? It's a test. The universe is watching them. really want to incur that bad karma for ruining somebody else's love opportunity just because you're over there mad about your own relationship, maybe you need to like invest a little bit of time into seeing what you can do to fix that. Hello, Envy. How are you doing? Luis, if you want me to pull some cards, you can put your request in a super chat. Otherwise, I do hope you get your money back. So we have the World, Ten of Swords in the reverse, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. There is a warning that comes through for this Knight of Pentacles, the person who wants to out the secret. If you tell everybody what's going on, it'll only make your own romantic situation more problematic, more issues for you. Like, clean up your own side of the street before you try to get involved in other people's business. There's a warning. Maybe it's a dream. You know, here's what happens if you decide to meddle with other people's affairs. Hello, Ian. How are you doing? Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations, 8-Bit. Hello, Joaquin. I'm sorry that you gained 5 pounds while looking at my picture of enchiladas last night. They were delicious, and that's my lunch for today. I have some leftovers. Pretty excited about it. 6 of Pentacles. If, on the other hand, our Knight of Pentacles decides to keep this secret to themselves, they might actually see their own relationship improve. Because there's something here tying these two situations together. It's a lack of emotional understanding or empathy. Maybe the reason your relationship isn't doing so great is because you focus on things like getting attention for sharing gossip when you could be focused on fixing your own issues. There's a connection. If they have empathy, their relationship improves. If they are the type to delight in others' discomfort, well, maybe that's why you're not doing so great in your relationship, because you're probably the type of person who likes to insult their partner. Oh, I believe in you, Ian. Did you see it too, Art? Hello, Drake. I was not yet, but hello, now I am. What you got, Gracie? Let me know. Emperor. I feel like this is the person who is trying to be respectful and wait for the right moment. The Hierophant energy. They walk away. They know it's not the right time. And when they walk away, now is the moment of truth. Is this Knight of Pentacles going to tell everybody their business? 5 of Pentacles and the High Priestess in the reverse. I know a secret. This is the Dali Tarot, by the way. Thank you, Gracie. Can you try to make sure you keep those questions in the super chat for me? It makes it much easier for me. I've added that for you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Another Knight of Pentacles. They can't resist it. I want to be able to tell people something exciting, and I want to get the credit for knowing it first. Because, like, I solved the mystery. I figured out what was going on. But it's, I think, going to have a detrimental impact on their own connections and maybe even get back to their partner. Their partner's not going to like it. This is the Love Oracle. Confessions, coming clean, messages. I know who you have a crush on, and I'm going to tell everybody. Yes, I did, 8-bit. I kind of wish I'd had a little bit more on hand, but I think it was just the one. It worked, though. So I was going to confess eventually, but you decided to just tell everybody yourself. Because you're having issues in your own relationship. They lack the empathy. They're having issues in terms of a family unit, so there's probably children involved. This Knight of Pentacles. They are in need of some healing, but they're avoiding that work because they would much rather talk about other people. Yeah, well, it was part that. I already knew that I wanted to make enchiladas because I had enchilada sauce that was about to go bad. But I also wanted to make sure to use the hatch peppers before they went bad. And I think that was the last of them. So, because I'm a bitter person, because I'm mad about my own relationship situation, I'm going to share some news and shock people. And that'll make me feel better about myself. Boo. Oh, I hope things get better, Shayla. Hey, Drake, if you would like me to pull some cards for you, you can put your request in a super chat. I'm going to start those personal questions in about 3 minutes. So this person, the Knight of Pentacles, makes some announcement. Well, you know what I know? The Hierophant has a crush. They've been keeping it a secret. Well, they have a crush on you. It's not just that they're gossiping about it. They go to the source of the admiration, right? The person who the Hierophant has a crush on. This person wants to love you. They want to kiss you. They make it very like high school. And it's awkward. And there are people who feel like it shouldn't have happened. And it gets to the point where someone says, you should probably apologize to that person. It's maybe even their own romantic partner, especially if this is like a friend group thing, right? Their own romantic partner is like, hey, that's not cool. You lost like 20 points with that little stunt. So you better go make things right. You better apologize and you better make amends because you caused some drama and it wasn't worth it. I am not joking. I'm not. This is my work. Hello, Scummy. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. It do be like that sometimes, though, Scummy. Is it friendship or romantic? Awesome. I've added that for you. Thank you, Scummy. else? This is all because they feel trapped in their own relationship. Kind of sad. But because they've made this choice, now there are people who are kind of like judging them and not really interested in being friends, not really interested in associating with this Knight of Pentacles who has tried to ruin somebody's desires in love, who was trying to do it the right way, right? Who was trying to be respectful. Yeah, we have the Dreams card. I've been dreaming about you. In my dreams, we are free and in love. But this Knight of Pentacles is someone who's dealing with a twin flame situation, and it's difficult. That difficult energy, that challenging twin flame journey is basically them feeling like they have the right to make it difficult for other people. Silly, silly. All right, let's dive into those personal questions. We've got Gab, and then Dips, Gracie, Sapphire, and then Skemmy. So, for Gab, what does Gab need to know, please? What does Gab need to know? Is this somebody new? Is this an ex? There's someone that you already know, and I feel like this person is connected to an ex of yours. This person wants to express interest in you. So I don't know if you felt like the general reading was relatable, but there could very well be somebody who's been trying to give it time before they approach you, right? Yes, I do believe you can. This is like, I want to confess my interest in you, but I don't think that it would be approved by the other people around me. Hello, Dana. How are you doing today? Ooh, I'm sorry you're going through that. That would make me uncomfortable. Last week. Wow. How did it happen? Did Shadow come inside? And eat Frankie's food. Dang. That's kind of wild. Hello, Joey Joe. Wait, Joey? How did I do it? Joey? Oh, we're already starting them, Gracie. All right. So this person, Gab, is trying to find the right time to approach you. Oddly similar to the general reading. What is the tea with Al and Gab, please? Al is going through something with a friend or a family member. It's feeling quite heavy. Someone kept a secret. So this is compounding the energy of the difficulty between the two of you. This is like, basically Al seems to be a little bit in the dumps, a little bit depressed. Like, do I need to make a change? How can I get some like fresh energy up in here, right? Queen of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this is like, I'm pretty moody. I want to connect with people that I can trust, but I also feel frustrated with how people have been acting. Thank you, Scammy. Interesting question. I literally watched, what is it called? Apocalyptica? I think that's what it is. About Mayans last night. Okay, we shall see what we get for that. So right now, Al is dealing with some struggles socially and trying to figure out how to change that. And that does include, what do I do with regards to you? All right, let's see what we've got for dips. This is the Romani Tarot. I'm gonna try to do this without involving politics. So just keep that in mind. I try to keep this a politics-free zone. I'm not gonna delete your comment, Mosey, because it is a pertinent comment based on what we're talking about, but just please don't like push any buttons with regards to the politics stuff, okay? What is Dips up to? Two of Cups, Nine of Swords, Lovers in the reverse. Is this friendship or love? Is this friendship? So I feel like there's something intuitively that you can tell is shifting with regards to a person who cares deeply about you. Either this person's worried about you or you're worried about them, but I feel like there's no action that has been taken yet. Devil in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So between you and this person who cares deeply for you, there's one of you who's still paying close attention to intuition and the other one who isn't. The person who's still paying close attention to intuition can sense that the other one is struggling. Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the reverse. Yeah, there's no illusion here. I can tell that there's something going on. So we have somebody who's worried. What do I need to do? How can I help this person? Sounds good, Scummy. I smile because I love watching bushcraft. Although I know that there are several channels that are like accused of being like kind of fake. It's still cool to watch. So Dips, we have someone who seems to be more grounded, more capable. Whether it's you or this person, take it how it resonates. But the person who is more in touch with their intuition right now, it's like, I want to lend you a helping hand. I want to make sure that you're on the right page. I want to help you get back to that intuitive place where you feel grounded. So either you're about to help someone or someone's about to help you. But with this Wheel of Fortune, I do feel like it's like when someone prays on your behalf, an intercessor, that kind of thing. Hey, Mark, are you okay? All right, let's see what we've got for Gracie. What should we go for? This is the Mystical Cat Tarot. Hello, Sabrina. How are we doing today? Let me know if you have a question. I've got your name written down. For Gracie, is there any good news coming in for Gracie this week? Sorry to be a little bit of a bummer, but this is saying no. This week is going to be a bit frustrating. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups for some reason. And the Six of Swords in the reverse. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. I can't stop hiccuping, you guys. Oh no. There is a continued like going downhill between two people. Is this friendship? Yes. It feels to me like there's this argument or this falling out between two people, and then more people get dragged into it. So I don't know if it's you or the other person, but someone is trying to get like other people on their side. And so it's bringing more people in, right? Dips, I did just do your question before this one, so you might want to rewind a little bit if you just popped back in. Hello, Connie. How are you doing? The thing is, Gracie, this isn't going to be a long problem or a long-term situation. I see there being resolution, but this week ahead does seem to be a bit of drama. And then we have the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like things get better after this week. Will BM's guidance for Gracie's career be helpful? Yes. Absolutely. This is someone who knows. I feel like this is specifically, I know what not to do. Don't go that way. Don't say this. Don't bring that up. Don't apply there. Because there's some employer or some, maybe it's even an entire industry that seems to be dishonest. So this is like somebody being able to point out, if you had like an hour-long commute home, avoid this street and don't go on that highway. So yes, this person gives good advice. They'll be able to point you in the right direction. All right, let's see what we've got for Sapphire. Hello, Carrie. How are you doing? Connie, you can put your request in a super chat and I will pull some cards for you. Hello, Rebecca. How are you doing today? So what does Sapphire need to do, or what is the best strategy to get the house that Sapphire wants to own? This is saying there's someone who you can lean on to be an effective assistant or representative. Because there's something here about you not having access to some information. You're not being able to make the right decision or not having someone like convincing enough. So this Three of Cups is a representative, someone who's going to help you. And then with the Six of Wands there. Pretty likely 8-bit that I will again go live. It just kind of depends on all the random things I need to do today. Connie, there should be a $sign emoji, and if you click on that, it will allow you to type in a message. Thank you, Hannah Bacon. No question? Thank you, Gracie. Well, I get conclusion on job soon. Oh, I sure hope so, Rebecca. I shall add that for you. Thank you. Hello, Brittany. How are you doing today? Oh, I'm sending you abundance and a hug. I hope things improve. Oh, thank you. What else does Sapphire need to know about this house, please? So this seems to be somebody who's foolish with money. Perhaps this is the current owner of the house. But this is somebody who makes it difficult, and that's why this third party is so helpful, because they know how to navigate this situation. Thank you, Ventura. Hello, GB. How are you doing? Should I talk with Lady Y, the ex? Does she care about me? We shall find out. Thank you. Hello, Ezio. How are you doing? Need to know, love and money. Okay, Hannah. Sometimes hard to figure out if it's going to be the last one, but if I run out of my list, then I'll go to you. Thank you, I am. I appreciate that. Anything else? Patience is a virtue. So Sapphire, this is not going to be an easy process, probably take several months. But if you have the right person helping you out or representing you, that is the key. Let's see what we've got for Skemmy. Skemmy met a girl. I hope it's a woman. Sorry. And through BM's referral. I've added that for you, Gracie. Thank you. Is the woman that Skemmy met a romantic match. Scammy. It's the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands can talk about marriage. So can I assume that's romantic then? I'm pretty sure that's saying it's romantic. Yes, and then the Six of Cups. Yeah, there's romantic air here. Romantic energy. I see you two enjoying very similar activities. So it's like, I don't know, we love to play chess. We love to go to the movies. We love watching football. There's something here about alignment between the two of you and what you enjoy doing that really fosters that romantic energy. So don't move too quickly towards the romance. Allow a friendship to develop first. Doesn't mean you have to wait like a year, but you'll know when the time is right. Because I do feel like this is someone who does not quickly get into the romantic mindset. So Four of Pentacles is like, choose the right time. Sorry. Hello, Angela. How are you doing? Desmond the Moon Bear. All right. I wish you luck with this one, Scammy. I'm excited for you. Let's see the heavier question here. Is there a situation approaching that is apocalyptic? This says no. Four of Swords in the reverse and the King of Swords. The truth is a key player here. A key controller, if you will. So things turn a bit dark. Things get a little bit hectic or chaotic. But look at that King of Swords. He's like, have you seen how big my sword is? Which is the truth, right? So some truth comes out that helps people tidy things up a little bit. We have collaboration, people working together. So this is what makes humanity worth it. We have people who genuinely care about others, collaborating, sharing information to deal with this Six of Pentacles in the reverse, which is greed. So I see there being changes in laws. I see there being, I'm feeling like this is the ICC. I feel like there are some major players that are going to be behind bars. That's as political as I'm gonna get. Oh my gosh, are you talking about like the viral thing that happened like 10 years ago? That's hilarious. I haven't thought about that in a long time. All right, well, I'm a little relieved to get that answer, I won't lie. Thank you, Scammy. We are rooting for you and your little romance. See if I can keep me posted. All right. We got Dana up next, and this is the Zombie Tarot. Who opened Dana's door last week? We have the Devil in the reverse, which to me is saying something innocent happened. It's not like a robbery. So I do feel like this would be an animal looking for food. We have the Two of Swords. And Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is not something to get overly upset about. It is upsetting to come back and find your door open for sure. Was this an animal looking for food? Indeed it was. And did Shadow come and eat Frankie's food? No. It may not have been Shadow. It might have been somebody else. Hello, Flower. How are you doing? Thank you for the tip. Oh my goodness. I hope not. Was it a dream? Was it at Dad's? That sounds really stressful. I'm sorry you went through that. I don't know if I can say that word. But I will work around that. I got you, Flower, and I'm so sorry you had that. Hello, Joey. How are you doing? Oh, I'm sending you a hug. I hope things get better. September for Gracie. Thank you, Gracie. Oh, you have good time too because you are up next. So Dana, animal related, but apparently not Shadow. All right. Well, you're lucky. You don't have to deal with raccoons. I mean, they are kind of cute. I hope you get some good rest soon, Flower. Skimmy, you're funny. Yes, love you too, Flower. Sending protective energy to you and the little kiddo. All right, so for Gracie, will Gracie get a conclusion on the job search soon? Not as soon as you would like, I'm afraid. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This is looking to me like about 5 weeks. So September, but you're going to be happy with the outcome. Was it Frankie? Thank you, Dana. I've added that for you. Will Gracie get a job through BM's referral? No, but the information you are provided or the advice that you are given is instrumental in your getting a job. So it could be this particular referral doesn't work out, but that person who's hiring talks to someone else they know in the industry, and then they're hiring and they look at you. You know what I mean? It's still a like prosperous connection or helpful advice or referral. And what about September? What does Gracie need to know about September, please? It feels to me like there's someone who comes back around in September who you care about and they care about you, but things have been a little bit on the rocks. It's gonna be a bit of an argument. It takes a little while to get on the same page, but you do eventually have, like you find some common ground. So be patient, be a good listener, and I see something resolving for you. What else about September, please? There is anxiety that ends in September. I presume this is about the job because I do feel like you're going to get a job offer in September. Ah, that would make sense, Dana. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we've got for Rebecca. And I've still got Hannah on the list. Just skipping over you because you asked me to. And we got Rebecca. Will Rebecca find love soon? Will Rebecca find love soon? You're welcome, Gracie. I wish you abundance. There is a block, but the good news is you're able to address this block. What is the block? So there's someone that you could go no contact with, or there's someone that you still ask questions about or think about regularly. This is saying if once you clear out your energy and let go of this person, whoever this is this an ex? Yeah. There's an ex that you need to either block, stop talking to, or like release from your energy. When you do that, it opens up the floodgates in terms of new love for you. But right now, that's a block because you have not let go of that other person. Whether it's literally someone you dated or someone you were previously very enamored of, this is somebody who there doesn't seem to be a future, so you can walk away from that and open up your energy for new love. Sorry. It sounds like we have somebody using power tools. Weed whacker, maybe? But I see an emperor in your future. This is somebody who's very balanced and self-aware. They would be very like charming and kind to you, but you have to let go of the ex before the new person can come through. You could do like a cord cutting. You could just, you know, say you release this person. I would do it 3 times. But if you continue to pull on this person's energy from your past, like wondering what they're up to, thinking about them at night, that creates a block for you in terms of love. So let that go. It'll feel good for you too. It'll feel like, you know, how you feel after a really good workout. Could you stop? All right. Sorry, guys. I hope that's not too terribly distracting. Let's see what we've got for Ventura. You're so welcome. What else do we have? We've got, should I talk with Lady Y, the ex? Should Ventura talk to the ex? It's a no from me. No, no, no. King of Cups in the reverse, 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 7 of Swords. This is someone who will create confusion and impact your intuition in a negative way. When you deal with people who are not authentic or deal with people who don't know how to approach you the right way, they cloud your understanding. That's why with toxic relationships, you often find yourself to be confused. Can I trust them? Is this what's going on? Is this, you know, somebody that really cares about me? That's because they're not coming through authentically, or because you can tell they're not being genuine. Does she care about Ventura? She cares about you, but she doesn't know how to manage her emotions. With the Queen of Swords in the reverse, I'm getting this is somebody who has emotions, but then tries to be like logical about it. I love the character Spock in Star Trek, but that's like kind of um, the character in my mind that I see for like the King of Swords in the upright. This is a Queen of Swords in the reverse, which is like I try to be logical or even maybe perhaps manipulative, because it's like I always want to feel like I have like a one up on you, or you can't control me because I'm gonna leave first, right? So this is someone who has the ability to be a very loving individual, but they choose to be secretive instead of being forthcoming or vulnerable. So I feel like there's someone else out there, Ventura, that you will encounter who has that ability to manage their emotions more honestly. All right, let's see what we have for Ezio, and I wish you luck, Ventura. Good morning, Grindhard. How are you doing today? So what does Ezio need to know with regards to love and money? We'll start with love. What does Ezio need to know with regards to love, please? Nine of Cups in the reverse, the Chariot in the reverse, the Two of Wands, and the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So I see there being two options for you in the near future. Two potential like love interests. And one of them, there's like a very short road here. It's not the type of person that you want to be with. And I do feel like it's because this is somebody who struggles to be decisive. They might want a roster, or they may not know if they can really get into a committed relationship. But then the second person doesn't necessarily mean it's the second person you deal with. You could be dealing with them at the same time. But the other person actually has the ability to be open with you. They would tell you what they want. They could tell you, you know, what they're interested in. But the problem is, I do feel like this person has financial issues. So it might be a little bit of a trade-off. They might need to work on their earth energy, right? Their ability to have that stability. They should not have to rely entirely on you, right? But this is someone who is emotionally capable of that relationship, and they're coming towards you. Oh, well, I like your auntie. Hello, Mavis. How are you doing? Hello, spiritual healer. Hello, coach. How are you doing today? Hello, Delinia. All right, let's see what we've got for money, please. What does Ezio need to know with regards to money? Have you walked away from something that you love to do that could potentially turn into a career for you? I would feel this is something creative. So Ezio, what I'm seeing is there's a way for you to take kind of like a more conventional path, like, I don't know, being like a banker or a technician, engineer. Yeah, you can make money that way. That's great, but it doesn't make you happy. So I feel like you're meant to do something that has a little bit more like creativity involved. And that may be tied to working for a smaller company first, getting, you know, a little bit more comfortable with how things work, and then starting your own business. But if you are going down the path of some sort of role where you don't have the option to be a bit creative, I feel like you get a bit stifled, or you get like you feel kind of stuck. But you have this creative streak in you that is very much so something that you could capitalize on. Hello, Magic. Hello, Mark. How we doing? Thank you, Gracie. Person coming back. What should I know? I got that added for you. Thank you, Gracie. So I'm pretty sure Dana's tip came before flowers. I'm sorry if I am getting that wrong, but I think that's how it went. So was it Frankie that opened the door? Was it Frankie that opened the door at Dana's place last week? This is saying no, it was not Frankie. Okay, so did the brother just leave it a crack open? I think it's your brother didn't fully shut the door. He might have said he didn't lock it. I don't think he fully like closed it. And I don't know if it's windy, blew it open, or something else like, you know, I was picturing one of those like desert type bushes. I feel like this is your brother. I feel like he didn't totally shut the door. Maybe he was in a hurry. He was trying to like pull it back, like kind of whip it shut, and it popped back open and he didn't recognize it. But I think this is your brother. And an animal got in. But I'm seeing two energies here, one human, one not. And I don't think your bro is great at keeping things in order. So I guess, I mean, you could always set up like a little camera if you needed to. But if it were me, I would be asking your brother to live somewhere else. I don't think he's taken very seriously your property or being respectful towards you, unfortunately. Have a great day, Ventura. Hello, Paulette. How are you doing? All right. We've got Flower up next. Oh, that's so kind of you, Reinhard. Was it a dream, what Flower had described? Was it a dream? Yes, it was a dream, Flower. Was it at Dad's? No. So this comes through as more of a warning than like actuality. Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is like, we need to address this. We need to talk through this because there's a way to deal with it beforehand. What about miming a pew-pew? Was this a dream or was this something just kind of not serious? No, this is serious. There's things that he's been exposed to, movies perhaps, or other people talking, that has got him thinking about pew-pews. So there probably needs to be a greater focus placed on what he's allowed to watch or what he's allowed to be around. And what about with regards to the friend? Is that a serious risk? Yes, because of what he's been exposed to. So it's like he doesn't realize the consequences or the reality of it. Like, It's just fun and games, but it's not. So he needs to know about the seriousness of this situation, the potential consequences, even though it may feel like you're, you know, telling him things you don't really want to tell him. He needs to know, like, if you do that, you don't get to see your friend anymore. Neither do his parents, right? Because it's like incomplete information. Like, not realizing what could actually potentially happen. It's an incomplete map in his brain. But I do feel like you're able to navigate this conversation and help him to understand what's really going on. And I'm sending protective energy your way. All right, we've got Gracie up next. And then Hannah, I believe. We shall see. All right, for Gracie. Oh gosh, what is this called? I think this is the catamancy. I may be wrong about that. What does Gracie need to know about the person who is coming back around? You're welcome, Dana. Who's coming back around in September? So this is a person that you have an argument with, who comes back, and initially there is some like side-eye energy. Like, I'm not sorry. I'm waiting for you to apologize to me. But there's a shift that happens. So is this because of the conversation that there is a shift? No. It's because they realize what they're doing, maybe if they're trying to manipulate you, for example, isn't working. So we have the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Swords. There's a shift in the energy. Like, I guess I should stop trying to do this. Maybe I just need to be friendly instead. But it's awkward first. Maybe this is somebody who's sizing you up and realizing, oh, I guess I can't manipulate you, right? Oh, I hope things improve for you, Stephen. I'm sending you a hug. This too shall pass, and you're stronger than you know, okay? Is it a friend? No. All right, let's see what we've got. Hannah, let me know what you want me to do. I am at the end of my list. If I don't hear, I'm just going to pull some random cards for you, but I would guess you had a specific question for me. We're going to go with the Tarot of the Nile. You're welcome, Gracie. Hannah, are you out there? Thank you, 8-Bit. All right, let's see what we got for Hannah. We may have lost her. We'll just pull some cards. What do we have for Hannah, please? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Two of Swords in the reverse. And the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a decision that you're going to be making soon, Hannah, that has to do with regards to finances. You make this decision to cut something out or to spend less money on something in particular, and this makes for a big change in your life. I got you. I feel like there's someone who's been making things unnecessarily difficult for you. Maybe they've been charging you more than they need to. Maybe they've been borrowing money and not paying it back. But this Empress in the reverse is someone who is standing in the way of you and being able to be more financially independent. So whatever this change is that you make, it's like a sacrifice. Like, oh, I don't need to do that. I don't need to make that same habit, you know, a focus, or I can get my own groceries. Let me see the actual itemization of the bill. There's someone here who has been making things more difficult for you. Maybe even like not telling you what they know with regards to programs. But when you start to get your own information and make a different decision regarding your finances, the door opens up for you. So I see money improving, but you'll notice that somebody who should be rooting for you is kind of bristly at this. This person kind of wants to have some control over you, but you do better when they don't have control over you. You do better kind of like at a distance, right? So be open to making some changes in terms of how you spend your money. Be open to making a sacrifice or two. And remember that there could be someone who is not being totally like acting in your best interest, even though they're telling you that they are. I'll be back in a little bit, Gracie, if that's okay. Probably, if I had to guess, probably in about 2 hours. But I'm getting pretty hungry, so I'm going to sign off. I love you all. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you are able to. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.